Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into a long-term review of my Milwaukee 1/4" drive long locking flex head. So I've had this ratchet probably around 2 or 3 years. So I'm going to be starting off quite a few videos in the coming future on long-term reviews, because I've done a lot of reviews in the past on these tools, and so I'm going to be doing a lot of long-term reviews, some of them being 2-year-old tools up to 10-plus-year-old tools. Some of them being some of my favorite tools, and then some of them that, didn't really come in as handy as I thought, or didn't perform as well as I thought they would. But just stay tuned for those. But today we're looking at probably one of my favorite 1/4" drive ratchets. So I really hope you guys enjoy. We'll go over specs, features, pricing, a little bit of a comparison compared to some of my other flex head 1/4" drive ratchets, and then we'll quickly tear it down. So if you guys enjoy, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I will also have this link down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested. But let's go ahead and get into this. So here we're looking at one of my all-time favorite 1/4" drive ratchets, and I've had this one for probably 3 or so years. And I picked this up at Northern Tool, and I actually hadn't seen them in person until then, because I had plenty of ratchets, so I don't actively look at them in stores. But when I came across this, and I, even in the plastic, felt how it operated and saw it, I knew I wanted it, even though it was probably one of the more expensive 1/4" drive ratchets that I've ever bought outside of my Snap-on. That was quite a bit more than this, but it is a 90 tooth design. So that does create a 4-degree arc swing, and it is an overall length of 9 inches. So it does have extra length compared to, here I just have some of my other 1/4" drive flex head ratchets. I do have many other 1/4" drive ratchets, but these are just some of the other flex heads that I have. There's really only one other 1/4" drive ratchet that I have that's longer than it, and I really like the added length. It is actually pretty dang strong, haven't had any issues with it. And with the flex head, you're looking at 7 different locking positions. And then the other thing is, here you can see the switch for the lock and unlock for the flex head. You can either go towards the middle and it springs back when you get to the next position, or you can push it all the way over and now you have a free floating flex head. This is one of my favorite designs that I've ever used in a ratchet, and Milwaukee definitely killed it with that design. So before we tear it down, let's just get into the things that I like and dislike about the ratchet. So I think they did a pretty decent job on the chrome. There you can see their laser etching of the Milwaukee logo, 1/4" drive, the part number, which is going to be 48-22-9009. Nice recessed reverse switch. Operates really smoothly, haven't had any issues with it or binding or anything like that. Even the lock switch for the flex head is semi-recessed. It is a little bit taller than your reverse switch, but since it's spring-loaded, it's not really an issue, because when you don't have a recessed reverse switch, then they typically get hit pretty easily on certain things and end up switching directions. So this is recessed, which is really nice, and this you don't really have to worry about as much. It doesn't obstruct you from using it, and since it's spring loaded, it's not like it's going to accidentally fall into the unlocked or free floating position. The length is something that I really enjoy in this ratchet. It has very, very low back drag and is one of the smoothest 1/4" drive ratchets I've used. I was really, really surprised by this ratchet. I knew I was going to like it, but I didn't know that I was going to like it this much. The strength has been good. It's been very reliable. It's gotten a pretty decent amount of work. I used it in my work truck for about a year or two, and then I bought a whole new socket set for it in the work truck, so I ended up taking this out, but it has done a fantastic job. Socket retention is also really, really good on this ratchet. It is a non-quick release design, and socket retention is really good, especially compared to, like, this could have been one of my favorite 1/4" drive ratchets of all time, but they missed on just a couple things. The locking, I like the locking mechanism on this new gear wrench. I like how it's set up, but there's just a lot of play in this when it's locked. And then the other thing that they missed is they put the ball detent too far forward. So lining up with the socket detent spot has caused it to, the socket wants to sit forward on the ratchet further than normal. You get a lot of play in here, and socket retention is almost non-existent. But other than that, this ratchet is fantastic. Just hopefully in the future, I don't know if they will, but it would be nice if they could move that ball detent back just a hair and find a way to adjust this or change the design to where you don't have that much play. The Milwaukee has almost no play, and the socket retention is fantastic. The locking mechanism is one of my favorite features on this ratchet. They just did it right. It's not in the way, it feels good, it's easy to use. I love that you get both locked positions and a free floating flex head. So it's kind of best of both worlds, just depending on what you want in a certain situation. If I had to choose something I disliked about the ratchet, or a con of some sort, because I can honestly say I really enjoy this ratchet. If I had to pick something, it would be that there's no comfort grip available, which to me isn't a big deal. It is a very comfortable design. There you can kind of see its overall shape. It does kind of have a cut down there, but it's very comfortable in the hand. The extended length, you know, you're not kind of squeezing your hand in there to work with it. You got plenty of length and it's comfortable. But if I had to choose something, it would be cool if Milwaukee released a comfort grip. So let's just go ahead and tear this down. It does use a slightly different fastener than what you see on most. Like a lot of them, you'll see the snap rings, or a lot of brands will use small Torx. But the Capri is also this way. It uses a small Phillips head, which sounds funny, but it's not seen a whole lot on backing plates. Most of the time you're seeing Torx if it's a sealed backing plate like this. So let's just go ahead and tear it down real quick. There is a small dab of blue Loctite on them. There you can see the O-ring. This sits around the backing plate, lightly lubricated. So you just want to make sure that this O-ring gets back in there, and that's what's going to seal that backing plate. There you can see the main gear, 90 tooth design, very clean. I do believe that is a rubber O-ring. Yes, this small ring that you see right here is a rubber O-ring, and for daily use for almost probably a year and a half, it is definitely clean. I haven't lubricated it since I took it out of the truck. There you can see the nice fine teeth. So there's definitely plenty of tooth engagement on the main gear from the pawl. So definitely a lot of engagement, good strength. There you can see just the inside of the ratchet. You can see I don't know if it's picking it up clearly or not, but it does state 1/4 inch drive, 90 tooth. And that's going to face up. I'm not sure if it really matters, but here we go. And then just make sure you got your O-ring on the backing plate. So overall, I think this is a fantastic ratchet. I've had really good experiences with it. I love its design. Nothing really to complain about. It's been a very durable, well-rounded ratchet, and I think a lot of people would really enjoy it. Now let's get into pricing really quickly. So this is going to range depending on where you pick it up and if you catch it on sale or not. It's going to float between $52 and $64. So a little bit on the higher side for a 1/4 inch drive ratchet, but it is extra long and it is a locking flex head. The Icon G2, the 9-inch version, is going to be at $54, so right around that same price range. The Gear Wrench 9-inch locking flex head is going to be $43, so a little bit cheaper there, but I think the Milwaukee's a little bit better than the Gear Wrench as far as the overall design. The Tecton 6-inch It's a semi-locking. They don't have a locking flex head. That's going to be anywhere from $30 to $42. The Tecton 9-inch, they do have a 9-inch ratchet, but it is a non-flex head ratchet, and that one is around $47. The Capri, which is probably one of the best bang for your buck ratchets on the market, this is a 12.5-inch locking flex head ratchet, 90 tooth, at $40, which is an absolutely smoking deal for a long locking flex head with a comfort grip. Icon does have a 12.5-inch ratchet like this as well, but it is a non-flex head, and that one is around $45. So I think Icon's got a really good lineup and pricing, especially if you can get a discount on them. Capri's definitely got a killer deal on their ratchets, but overall I really like the Milwaukee ratchet. Even though it's one of the more expensive ones, I think it's well worth it, especially if you use a lot of 1/4-inch drive. So my long-term thoughts is this is by far one of my favorite 1/4-inch drive ratchets. So let me know your guys' thoughts, or if you guys have any experience with it, or if you're looking for a 1/4-inch drive ratchet in this design. I'll have it linked down in the description for you guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up, and if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.